evening, dear students and parents. My name is Palak Saxena and I am teaching English literature, as you all know. Apart from it, I am the coordinator for class 3rd, 4th and 5th. Since lockdown, it has not been possible for all of us to meet, and everything has been changed into an online system or virtual meets and virtual connect. So this is going to be my first virtual connect with you, and I find it very important because there are few things which are lacking between us. There is some kind of a communication gap which I felt can be improved only through a proper or a formal meeting, since we are not supposed to go out of our homes. And I would particularly advise each and everyone watching this video not to go out, and we can have such kind of virtual meets very often so that you can share your points and even I can put forward my points. So today's session is about few points that I noticed in online classes, and I want all of you to listen to those very carefully. See, first thing that I would emphasize is online classes can go smooth or can run smooth only with your cooperation and our cooperation. It's a mixture of both. Our efforts will not be recognized or they'll not be good until you feel it, until you realize the importance of online classes. So today I'm going to tell about few things which I find students doing in the classes and they should particularly avoid doing it. See, you are class 3rd students. I understand you are too young, but why not learn new things? Sincerity, punctuality, good manners. These are few things that you have learned since your childhood, right? Since you were born, since you were in KG, nursery, 1 and 2. So I think we should follow and continue these things in the higher classes as well. So today I'm going to discuss few points one by one, which I'm sure you all are going to take care of so that the classes can run in a smooth manner. See, first thing is we have 3 classes, one in the morning, one in the afternoon and one in the evening. The very first thing that you are supposed to do is to be punctual. Suppose your class starts at 9. Then dear students, you should be available at 9. I see many of you coming in the classes late. Some of you wake up at 9:30 and then you're coming. Beta, I completely understand. See, you are young, you are at your home. I completely understand. It makes you feel lazy to wake up in the morning and attend the classes, but education should not be taken like this. Suppose you had school, what would you do? You would, wake up early in the morning, go to the bathroom, have your breakfast and reach the school on time, isn't it? So similarly, take these online classes as regular classes, regular school. Please be punctual. Do not be late, beta. See, you are meeting your own teacher and there has to be a little respect for the teacher. If you come to the class late and the teacher is punctual, does it look good? No. You should be way better than your teachers. You should learn from your teachers. So from next time, I expect each and every child to be on time. Now, second thing which we have told you not to do, and I still see a lot of children doing it. Beta, I understand your respect for the teachers. If you meet your uncle or your aunt or your neighbor, you greet them. It's a normal human tendency. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, sir. Good evening, uncle. Hello, how are you? Hey, what's up? These are some things which are unofficial. You can do it when you meet people in person, when you meet them outside. But when you are in the official groups, when you are with the teacher has started the class, do not wish her good morning. Because what it creates there are 40 students in one class and there are 40 good morning texts which create a kind of disturbance beta. So avoid wishing the teachers. We know that you respect us. But for the time being, till the classes are on WhatsApp, I request my little good kids to be very sincere and do not wish any teacher. Do not write good morning, good afternoon, good evening after every class. There's no need to write it. Alright? Third point is, I could see that you people are not reading the messages properly. Beta, whatever is put on the group, You need to take time and read it properly. I could see there are so many children who don't read properly. They're simply, if a text is written, they don't read it. If a text is written, please do not write good morning, and immediately after that text you will write good morning. So beta, when you are attending the classes, be attentive, okay? You have to be punctual, you have to be sincere, you have to be respectful, and you have to be attentive. See what the teacher has written. Just do not write what you want, okay? Then there are few children who get very active in the classes. Beta, it's good to be active, but it is not good to be hyperactive, because there are so many students who are attending the class. Now what happens is, suppose if a teacher has asked a question, suppose what is the full name of William? Now there is a child who knows the answer, he will be the first one to answer. Now he is so hyperactive that he doesn't want the teacher to wait for other children. But you should not do it, beta. You should give equal time to everyone. Ma'am, please ask the next question. Ma'am, please ask fast. Ma'am, why are you not replying? Beta, time and again I have told you that the teachers are handling 3 or 2 sections at a time. So naturally it takes time, to reply back. If the teacher is not able to reply at the particular moment, please give her time. He or she will certainly respond back to your query. And if you find that a particular teacher is not replying to your query in all the classes, then you have me. Then you can tell or inform me about that teacher. But till the time teacher is answering, give the teacher time also, adequate time. Do not be in a hurry. I have seen many times teachers have put up questions. There are teachers who are asking you questions and few children are not responding at all. Better, these online classes are not for one student. It is for all. So all of you should be responsive. You should take this as an opportunity to learn. This corona has created a challenge for us. Let us make the best use of it. Try to be responsive. I am not asking you to reply on every other question, but you have to make sure that whatever the teacher is asking, you are understanding it, okay? And you should be responsive. Now there is a way to ask a teacher, right? You people should know how to ask. Now suppose you are in school and you are a little late and you enter the class. So how will you talk to a teacher? You will say, "Excuse me, ma'am, may I please come in?" Right? This is how you interact or you talk to a teacher. "Ma'am, you are not doing this. Ma'am, you are not answering. Ma'am, you are not replying." It looks a little rude, beta. Right? To your elders. I'm not talking about only teachers. With your elders, there is a way to say, "Mama, do you need something? Dad, do you want my help? Hey sister, can I help you? Are you able to do it? Are you facing any problem?" This is how you talk. When you write statements like these, "Ma'am, you are not listening to me," it looks a bit rude. So how can you say, "Excuse me, ma'am, can you please check my answer? Excuse me, ma'am, can you please tell me if my answer is correct? Excuse me, ma'am, can you please check my answer again? Excuse me, ma'am, I have a doubt. Can you please explain it again?" Or simply, if you have not understood or you're not getting what the teacher is saying, you can simply write "Pardon." That means you want the teacher to repeat what she said. So you have to groom your personality in a way, beta, so that when you talk to people, you look, literate, you look good, you look well belonged students who are coming from good families, who are studying in good schools. So this you need to improve in yourself. Change your way of asking a question to a teacher. Now I could see that you are taking these groups as very common or very informal. Beta, see, these groups are used for only educational purposes. If you have to send any document regarding your chapter, you are most welcome to do that. If you have to send any worksheet, if you have to send any doubt, if you have done any homework, you want to share it on the group, beta, we welcome it wholeheartedly. But what about stickers, GIF? Should you send this to your teachers? Are teachers your buddy or friends? They are your friends, but you should not have a friend relation or an informal relation with your teachers. That should always be formal. So do not send, I see big hearts coming out, I see stickers, I see emoticons being shared on the groups. No, beta. That is an inappropriate way of being in a class or attending a class. I know you are my good students. Class 3rd is the best class that I've come across. I know you people are wonders. You people can do the best. But there are a few little things you can say which, if are improved on the right time, you're going to be very good. So from now, no stickers, no emoticons, no unnecessary messages. You have to be very attentive, very formal, very sincere. See, I am not asking you to stop asking the teacher. If you have not understood a question, you have full right to ask a teacher. Ask her 10 times, ask her 15 times, ask her 20 times. But ask it properly. And do not send any unnecessary messages, beta. It really creates disturbance for the other students. Alright? Many of you, if a teacher is posting a video and she has written clearly that you have to watch it at 11:50, what you people will do, you will watch it as soon as she posts it. So what is this, beta? Don't you think it is a kind of disrespect for the teacher? When a teacher has clearly said that you have to watch the video at 11:50, beta, what you have to do? You have to be obedient. Obedient means to listen to what the teacher is saying, and not only to teacher. You should be obedient to your parents. You should listen to what they're saying, isn't it? So you should definitely listen, and you should not be in a hurry. If a teacher has said or asked to watch a video at a particular time, please watch that video on that particular time, and please watch the full video. Some of you are just like watching for 5 minutes and then, ma'am, we have seen the video. No, better take your time. We don't want to hurry up. We don't want to run. If you want us to complete a chapter in 3 days, we are more than happy. I'll ask the teachers to work according to you. But then there is something that you people will also have to do. And I hope that whatever points I'm telling, you're going to understand it in the class. Because some of you are doing WhatsApp calls and videos to the teacher during a class. It's not good. The official groups in which you are added are made for the communication purpose only. If you have to write something to a teacher or you have to ask anything to a teacher, you should use those groups. Calling teachers at 9:30, 10:30 in the night, 4 in the morning, some of you are doing it. But everybody has got their own personal life. So the time or the duration is 8 in the morning to 8 in the evening, right? 8 in the morning till 8 in the evening. You can call any teacher, you can text any teacher, but apart from that, please avoid texting any teacher. And if you have something very urgent, then you're free to do that. Next is, some of you have a habit of commenting on each other text. Suppose if a child has written a wrong spelling, then another child will point out that this spelling is wrong. Better you need to understand that this is the role of teachers. This is not your role. Teachers are supposed to correct you. So let the teacher do it. Better what happens is, not everybody likes being pointed out, right? If you have pointed out a child, he or she might feel bad. And then they might stop attending the classes with the fear that you are pointing out at them. So let's not be cruel. Let's not do that. If the teachers have been given a job, let them do the job. One very important thing that I have noticed in my class also, and I have got this feedback from other teachers as well. Beta, there is no need to copy the answer from the Google. Suppose if a science teacher has asked you a question, or a maths teacher or an English teacher has asked, what you people do is you try to copy the questions from the internet, and then you show to the teacher that this is what I have written. Beta, see, these online classes are for your benefit. This is not for our benefit. If you are not learning, then our efforts are being wasted. SR International aim is to make you grow. If you're not growing, then there is certainly a problem which has to be identified. If you know only one word, you tell us that one word, the teacher will correct you. It's no use of cheating and copying the answers. If you don't know, it's fine, you can tell ma'am I don't know. And there are students who are very honest, they certainly write that we don't know, so the teachers will tell them naturally, right? But do not copy from Google, or do not copy any other text that looks bad, right? Learn, develop a habit of learning. Certainly you have to learn better, and try to frame your own answers. Do not depend on anybody else, okay? Then there are children who are asking very frequently, ma'am, please share all the work. Now beta, understand one thing, your classes have started from March. It's around 4 to 5 months already. Can you save 4 to 5 months work in your phone? In one phone? It's little impossible, right? So how can you expect the teacher to send you the work from March? And there have been times when we have shared the complete work better. So instead of asking the teacher, you can simply put a message on the group. If anyone in the class has the entire work, he or she can share. Because teachers keep on deleting data, because a phone has certain level of memory. We cannot keep storing the same data for 12 months. We will have to delete it somehow. Or we can share that work on different phones. So please, when the data is being shared on the WhatsApp, when a video is being shared, immediately keep that video safe beta. It is for your own good, because a single teacher cannot share the entire work which was done from March. Please do not ask such questions. It becomes very difficult. You can ask for 1 week work or 2 week latest work. Every teacher will be able to give you that, but not all. So this is something that you really need to work upon. I hope all the points are clear, and there's one last point which is very important and which you usually do in the end of the class. Better never ask a teacher when will the class get over. It is so surprising and something very strange for me. Better, you need to have respect for the teacher. See, if you feel that you are not being attentive in the class, if you think you're not feeling well, you can simply take permission from the teacher. Excuse me ma'am, I'm not feeling well. Excuse me ma'am, I have some urgent work. Can you please excuse me for today's class? That means, can you please allow me to leave today's class? And you might leave. But do not ask a teacher when will the class get over. It is such a disrespectful thing. And I have told you once or twice, but even then I see. And some of you, what you do is, as soon as 10:30, you see the 10:30, you, without even teacher telling you that the class is over, you write, okay, bye ma'am, good evening ma'am, it was great time. What is this? These are not good manners. You should wait for the teacher to write a message. And what will be that message? That the class is over. Once the teacher writes this message, then you should write all the other messages. Before that, you should simply avoid it better. So these are few points which I thought of communicating to you on your level. Now next video I'll be making will be of counseling session for parents, in which I am not going to speak much. I'll ask your parents to discuss the problem with me. And certainly, as I said, the school, the online classes can run with a mixture of both parents and teachers. So certainly, once we'll sort out our problems, we'll be able to work smoothly and develop a good bonding. And I hope we are able to give you the best of education. We are able to give your children all the basic facilities, as SR International always believes in giving the best. Still, if you have few things that you want to convey to me, I'm going to select one day, probably Saturday or Sunday, whenever you'll be free. Then we can have a virtual meet like this. I'll come online, I'll take that class, and then we can certainly talk face to face or one by one. But till then, all these points that I have told should be followed strictly in the online classes. And this is not a complaint. Do not take this as a complaint. I know that you people are supremely talented and brilliant students. But there are few things which I felt have to be corrected or have to be improved. So this video was for the students to improve themselves and learn how they can do better in the class. So for now, please take care, and we'll soon meet with another counseling session for parents. Thank you.